Student Financial Services is a key resource for college students. They process payments, refunds, financial aid applications and awards, and anything else related to your student financial account. In the following slides, you will learn more about applying for financial aid, accessing your account information, making payments, or setting up electronic refunds. You will also learn how to waive the student health insurance fee, options for textbooks, and how to maintain satisfactory academic progress if you are awarded financial aid. If you have not already applied for financial aid, be sure to complete the FAFSA. It is free to apply, and if you are awarded financial aid, it can help reduce your balance of tuition and fees. The sooner you apply, the sooner it can be processed. Head to the FAFSA website and create an FSA ID. Be sure to keep the login information somewhere safe, as you will need it to reapply each year. Select the school year you are applying for. Financial aid is based on school year, not calendar year, so your application will be for fall semester through the following summer session. FAFSA will ask for income information from taxes submitted 2 years prior to the current year. For example, if you are applying for the 2020-2021 school year, you will use your tax return information from 2018. You will want to enter school code number 002174 to have your FAFSA application sent to NECC. Filling out the FAFSA for the first time can be overwhelming. If you get stuck at any point, please reach out to a financial aid counselor and they can help guide you. Please note, international students working with the International Student Office may not be eligible for federal or state financial aid options. Please check with the International Student Office or Student Financial Services to verify your eligibility. Communication is an essential skill for college students. It is especially important for you to communicate when it comes to your student account and financial aid. Student Financial Services will primarily contact students electronically through their student email account and MyNECC portal. You will want to check both regularly to make sure you are not missing any updates related to your billing or financial aid status. Please do not ignore any emails, calls, or requests from Student Financial Services. If there is any confusion, contact their office right away. It is much better to ask what something means or what you need to do than to wait until a deadline has passed. You can view real-time billing account information through your MyNECC student portal. Students will be sent one paper bill. All subsequent bills will be posted in MyNECC, and students will be notified through their NECC email account. Statements are static documents, which mean they do not change, similar to a credit card or cell phone bill. However, if you add or drop courses that alter your balance, you will see the changes in your next billing statement. You can monitor any account activity between statements in MyNECC. Lastly, be sure to read through your statements carefully, as there may be additional information on them you need to be aware of. Once you are logged into MyNECC, you will scroll down to Important Student Links, and there will be a number of colorful buttons to choose from. If you click Pay My Bill Online, you will be able to view your statement and account status. If you click Financial Aid Awards, you will be able to see if any financial aid has been awarded and if it needs your electronic approval to be applied to your tuition. That process will be covered in a few slides. After clicking the Pay My Bill Online button, you can view your real-time account activity. You will be able to see your overall balance and what your balance is after applying any financial aid awards or credits. Students then have the option to click Make Payment to pay in full or Enroll in Payment Plan to set that up and spread out your payments. To access your billing statements, you will click My Account in the upper left-hand corner, as seen in this and the previous slide. You can view your current and previous statements to track your billing history. Students can also click View Activity since last statement to review any account activity between statements. Students are able to receive a refund when excess funds applied to their account result in a credit balance. Sign up to receive electronic refunds and have your funds direct deposited into your personal banking account. It's secure, convenient, and confidential. NECC will send an email to your student email account to inform you if an e-refund has been processed and when the refund will appear in your account, typically in 2 to 6 business days, depending on bank processing times. When in My NECC, click on the Pay My Bill Online icon, then select Refunds. Be sure that the pop-up blocker on the web browser is off. To sign up for electronic refunds, click on Refunds in the toolbar and then select Set Up Account. Next, you will need to retrieve and enter the passcode sent to your email account stored in My Profile. Please note, only a personal checking or savings account may be used. Students with a credit union account should contact their credit union to find out their correct routing and account number. It most likely will not be the one that you see on the check. Also, payments made by credit card online will be refunded to the same credit card or cards used for payment. To view remaining requirements needed to verify your financial aid application, select the Financial Aid tab in My NECC. Then look under Financial Aid Requirements. To view any financial aid you may be awarded, click Award by Aid Year in My NECC. Next, under the Financial Aid tab, you will select the aid year you applied for. Then, you will answer the authorization questions on the Resources/Additional Information tab. Lastly, you will click the Accept Award Offer tab and select to accept your financial aid award. There are a couple important time periods related to refunds that you need to be aware of. The add drop period is a period of time after the beginning of a semester in which a student can add courses based on permission from instructors, or they can drop courses to receive a full refund for the cost of the course. This is the only time you can receive a refund. The dates are always listed in the academic calendar on the website. The withdrawal period is a set of dates where you can withdraw from your class for any reason, but you will not receive a refund. Withdrawals do not affect your GPA, but they do have an effect on your completion rate. Withdraw from courses only if necessary. Talk to your advisor before you make the decision. If you receive financial aid, speak to a financial aid counselor as well. Skipping classes or completely abandoning a course do not count as a drop or withdrawal. If you do not officially drop or withdraw from a class, whatever grade you earned, even if it's a low grade, is what will appear on your official transcripts. Refunds are only issued to students who drop courses by the posted schedule adjustment deadlines. State law requires all students enrolled in 9 or more credit hours participate in the College Student Medical and Accident Insurance Plan. Students are automatically added to and charged for the Student Health Insurance Plan administered by Blue Cross Blue Shield. The annual fall fee is $3,045. The spring fee is $2,032. This must be paid in full to receive coverage. If you are already covered by a comparable health insurance plan and do not want to pay the health insurance fee, you will want to fill out the electronic waiver form to have the fee waived. You will need to submit proof of current health insurance coverage. To complete the electronic waiver form, go to www.gallagherstudent.com/NECC. You will need access to your health insurance card or account information. You will need your group number, a mailing address, and to enter whether you have an HMO or PPO plan. In simple terms, an HMO plan means you are required to see a primary care physician, or PCP, and get a referral from your PCP to see specialists. This is typically a more cost-effective plan so long as you visit in-network physicians. A PPO plan means you pay a little more to have freedom in selecting any physician for primary care, and you do not need referrals to see specialists. You can typically see in or out-of-network physicians. If there is no address on your insurance card, you can do an internet search to find it. If there are financial aid funds remaining after tuition and fees are paid, they can be used to cover the cost of books and supplies at the NECC bookstore. If a student has leftover financial aid funds, they may receive a book voucher. Eligible students will receive an email via their NECC email account instructing them to go to the bookstore to use their voucher. Book vouchers will be issued electronically 10 days before the start of the semester. Any books and other educational supplies purchased will be charged to your student account and paid once financial aid disperses. Lending Books and More provides students with textbooks, workbooks, and technology, such as graphing calculators. Before applying for Lending Books and More program, a student must apply for and meet the eligibility requirements for financial aid. Not every book or resource will be available for lending, so be sure to ask about this option early. If the book or other resource you need is unavailable, you will need time to come up with an alternative solution. Interested students must submit their request online. The U.S. Department of Education requires all students who receive financial aid make progress toward their program of study. Academic progress is reviewed after each academic term, including credits not paid for by financial aid. There are three main satisfactory academic progress, or SAP, standards. These include meeting a minimum GPA requirement of 1.8. However, you will need at least a 2.0 GPA to graduate with a degree or certificate. The completion rate, or pace that the student progresses through a program. This is calculated by dividing the total number of credits the student has successfully completed by the total number of credits attempted. All periods of enrollment count when assessing progress, including all credits transferred into NECC. A student must successfully complete, with letter grades A, B, C, or D, 2/3 or 67% of all credits attempted. For example, a student who has attempted three 3-credit courses for a total of 9 credits must successfully complete 6 credits out of the 9, or 2/3, to meet this standard. A student who has attempted 10 credits but only completes 6 out of the 10, or 60%, would not meet this standard. Attempted credits are all credits in which a student has registered whether or not the course is completed. Repeated courses, as well as grades of F, course withdrawals, courses from which a student has been dropped for non-participation, and courses that are not completed at the end of the semester are included as attempted. Incomplete credits are credits that are attempted but not completed. These credits are still included as attempted credits. If the course remains incomplete by the end of the following term, the end of spring semester for fall classes, and the end of fall semester for spring and summer classes, the class is coded as a failure. Repeated credits are included in the calculation for both attempted and earned credits. Students are allowed to take a course a maximum of 2 times. Transfer credits from other colleges that were accepted by NECC are counted as attempted and earned. The final standard is the maximum time frame, or 150% rule. Students receiving financial aid must complete their program within 150% of the published length of the educational program. Part-time attendance counts in the maximum time frame calculation. Students who do not complete their program within this time frame are no longer eligible to receive financial aid. All transfer credits that have been or could be applied to the student's current program of study are considered in calculating the maximum time frame requirements for the program. Students who do not meet SAP standards may be placed on financial aid warning or suspension. If this happens, students will be notified via their NECC student email regarding their next steps, such as meeting with an academic advisor and completing an appeal. It is easy to get overwhelmed by the payment and financial aid process. Fortunately, Student Financial Services is happy to help make sure you're on the right track. We want you to have the most affordable college experience possible, so please reach out if you need any assistance.